Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message, and I felt inspired to do this message for those of you who feel left out. Left out in the cold, left out wondering or doubting whether this journey is even for you, whether you've been believing in something that maybe you now think is not as it seems. And I just want to tell you that this journey is not straightforward. I discovered that I was a twin flame 14 years before I even met my twin flame. And just because I hadn't met him for 14 years did not mean that I wasn't a twin flame. So I'm hoping that you can understand that even if things aren't going your way right now, the fact that the twin flame path and that you being a twin flame resonates with you and makes your heart bloom and feel open, then you are a twin flame. And a lot of the times we don't get things to go our way at the beginning of the journey because we choose to still have things that need to play out, to make us our best selves. Things may seem painful at the time, but if you can lift yourself out of the situation and look at it from a third-party perspective, you will begin to detach yourself from that pain and start to see with compassion and love the reason behind certain things happening. I'll give you an example. The reason why I couldn't be with my true love yet, certainly not at the start of the twin flame journey when I first discovered in 2002, is because I would have been really ridiculous at the time. Because I would have been 19 and my twin would have been 13. That was just not going to work, okay? So there are sometimes very practical reasons why, but also there are very unexplainable reasons why. The reason why I had to go through a lot of connections, not necessarily relationships or romantic relationships, but just meeting so many people from all walks of life and having karmic events play out between us, is so that it would prepare me for this, for being somebody who can help guide and coach others on this path. And I didn't know this at the time, and I could have easily played the victim, and in some instances I know I had. Now if it happened to me, I would have just shaken it off and in 2 seconds I'd have been fine. But back then, as a vulnerable young person, it would have been very painful, and it was very often very painful. And at times I would ask, why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to experience such horrible people, such situations that are just crippling? Some people seem to just breeze through life, and I have all this heartache and really difficult times to contend with, And I would just not understand. But now I see. And now I actually see the value behind those events, no matter how painful they were. Because now I can use those as references to help others that are going through something similar. And back then, if I knew what it was for, I could have asked my spiritual team, well, can't I just read in theory what this is, textbook? Do I really have to do the practical bits where I experience everything? And they would have told me, yes, you do, because textbook just won't cut it, especially in this kind of environment, Just textbook situations aren't going to give you the compassion, aren't going to give you the drive to make things happen, you would not have the inspiration and the love for your work had you only read it in textbooks. Textbooks don't make you live. Just like Abraham says, words don't teach, experience does. And that's why I've had to experience a lot. And that's why I want you to know that if you're experiencing a lot right now, you are not alone. Many of us are going through the same. I've gone through the same. And it is a very painful part of the journey at times, but also a very, very valuable part. Something that cannot be learned through textbook. If I didn't experience the things that I did, my readings and my ability to connect with your higher selves, with your guides, would not have been as clear and open as they are now. And so now whenever I face something that's quite difficult, I just trust in the universe, in the bigger picture, in, okay, so this isn't great for me right now, but it'll serve me in the long run. I'm just going to breeze past this because I know that everything always works out for me and that I can get myself out of this, and eventually this will be something valuable for me to draw from in the future. And I hope that you can experience this kind of clarity and apply it to your life, because it's far easier. We are never going to be without contrast as long as we are on this planet. Just because you're in physical union with your beloved does not mean that you don't go through contrasting times. It's not always with them either. It could be with your family or friends, or people just do not understand you and your journey. And that's cool. Not everyone needs to understand. But just know that everything is for your growth. And as long as you can handle the situations with love and compassion, then you are just doing the most awesome thing. And not all of us are meant to be spiritual leaders or coaches or readers or whatever you want to say, or have, or not like healers, or, you know, that kind of life path. Not all of us will do or choose to do that. But one thing is for certain, each and every one of the twin flames is here to bring true love to earth, to bring heaven on earth, no matter what that looks like. Some do it through their art, some do it through their healing abilities. Others just do it through being them, through interacting with the people around them, and to bringing love to earth in that way. But no matter what your journey looks like, know that you are special, know that you have chosen this, and you are entrusted with the task of bringing love, of rewiring the mind, the collective mind, and eventually you will start to see more and more people waking up around you, and you will start to even, understand and see the amazing part that you've played in this. And with that comes so much pride and so much joy. And I cannot wait for all of you to experience it. So if you're feeling lost, I hope that this little chat has helped you. And you are not alone. Please know that. I've put up some updates on my community page here on YouTube, but I also saw that people like to be informed via video. So this is just to let you know that I have launched my Christmas discount packages. I know that it's a little early yet, but I want to give you the heads up so that you can visit my website, GiselleSpiritualCoach.com, and check out the deals that are on offer. I just wanted for you to be able to see these in advance. They are available to purchase right now, but if you wanted to get your Christmas readings in or bookings in before then, you can do so right now. So Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.